attention to reality, you know, they get demonized. And I'm just one of these soldiers out here trying to bring attention back to reality.
Or what the hell she asked? I was waiting for her to.
She's talking about the beauty standard.
These black folks' minds are so warped. I understand why this particular person, the one in the blue, would say that, because she's trying to maximize her pool of potential suitors. Meeting my dad in person for the first time.
What's up, boy?
What you do? Take a class?
So is you surprised?
Kinda.
You ain't no kind of surprise. Was it worth the wait?
Yeah, it's alright. Love you.
They was gonna come this soon.
Did you even suspect?
I mean, bro, like, oh, that makes me so uncomfortable, dog. That makes me so uncomfortable, bro. Man, meeting my dad in person for the first time. I mean, based on Pops' reaction, it looks like he knew what he's walking into. But, man, my dad has been in prison for as long as I can remember, and not gonna lie, I always dreamt of him coming home one day and surprising me like those kids whose parents come home from serving in the military. They definitely did, but the aftermath has been atrocious. It's like when you have an idol and you finally meet them and they're an asshole. Like, I've heard good things about the man, but I mostly get BS responses or dry conversation at best. And at this point, it feels like there's more of an issue with me, how I identify, than anything else. I still love this video, especially in my outfit, but I hate the fact that my own dad distances himself from me. Oh well. It was difficult to tell that Pops had that stance based on the warm reception of his transgender son, bro. That's a shitty situation, dog. Man, like, that's rough. That's rough. This whole interaction is so fucking weird, bro. It is so fucking weird, dog. What up, boy?
What's up, boy?
What you do? Take a class?
So is you surprised?
Kinda.
You ain't no kind of surprise.
Nah, he don't even like. That's fucked. That's fucked. Whew. That's tough, bro. That's tough, dog. Trying to be open-minded about this shit, bro. Like, it's your son at the end of the day. You get out of prison and you walk into that, and like, he been in prison for 20 years, so he know what the fuck that. You been in prison for a long time. You know what the fuck that shit is about. You got plenty of your sons in the prison, so this ain't new to you. But to come out and know that that's what your son. Oh man, any other information on this shit?
Okay, so I got like 3 minutes on my break, so I gotta get y'all caught up quick.
I love to see a father like this. We got to get a story time too. Yeah, his pops looked like he was cool with it. You know what I mean?
Basically, when I was coming to Arkansas for that surprise, I didn't know that I was coming for a surprise. I was kind of just told that there was going to be a family event to go to, and I was invited, basically. And I like to look good, so that's why I came in that outfit. I wasn't wearing that outfit for those reasons that y'all were trying to say. That's weird. But anyway, so I get down to Arkansas. At the time, I was staying in Texas, and I had been here for like a night, got dressed, all that, boom, 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 whatever. Before my dad showed up, I was actually in the bathroom getting dressed, and my grandpa came over to the bathroom, and he had been walking back and forth a little bit, kind of making little comments here and there. Okay, so I got like 3 minutes on my break, so I got. Alright, making little slick comments, basically going like, well, you know your granny out, going to go get your daddy, basically. He didn't say it like that, but he was alluding to that. Now, mind you, he's like in his 70s, so he just be talking sometimes. He just be talking, child. So most time I don't really be listening. I'm just still in makeup, I'm in the mirror, getting ready or whatever. But I just keep hearing him make comments about my dad, and I had already kind of felt like this might be a surprise thing, but he been in jail for 20 years, so I'm like, no, that can't be it. So anyway, y'all, he ends up walking past the bathroom, and he just like, yeah, because you know your granny going to go pick up your daddy right now. So he really ruined the surprise, but in the video, that's why I kind of was surprised, but I wasn't surprised. But yeah, so once I got done with my makeup, I started hearing my name get called, and I'm telling the people to hold on, give me a sec, I'm washing my hands, and they just keep yelling my name. So I run out the bathroom. So yeah, then I come busting out the bathroom, my hands covered in soap because I didn't get to wash them off because they kept yelling my name, basically. And once I got out there and I seen my dad, of course I was happy, but it was still like a shock because I felt like it was going to happen, but I didn't know for sure. So I go to hug him or whatever, and it was awkward, but that's kind of because I'm awkward. Like, I'm a little antisocial in general, so I don't really be hugging folks like that anyway. And also, I hugged him like that over his arms because, bitch, like, I had fucking soap on my hands. Like, what do you expect from me?
Yeah,
But
when
anyway.
he hugged him, it looked like how, I ain't even want to say it, bro, but it looked like how a woman would hug her dude, not like how a daughter would even hug her pops. It was uncomfortable, bro.
So I give him the hug or whatever, cool. After the hug in the video, he goes to mingle with other people. Of course, he just got home. I get it. So for the people that are trying to act like I'm doing too much or like I'm reading too much into things, let me tell you this. I have 2 half brothers and 2 half sisters, and
Pops
my
always smashing.
brothers ended up coming over that same day after the video, and he just all in their face, all in their kids' face, because one of my brothers has kids or whatever, all in the kids' face. Cool. I didn't even know that before he came and surprised me, I wasn't his first stop. Even though I was his biggest supporter, basically. Out of all the kids that went to see him, I'm the one that has been the most for my 20 years of my life. Nobody else has been there as many times as me to go visit him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, Pops already knew what was up. I thought, I said that prior, right? I said he has to have known, you know what I'm saying, like the current situation of this particular son, right? If he was just walking into that shit out of 20 years, I'd imagine that's a pretty fucked up situation. But I mean, I can empathize for Buddy, bro. Like if he identifying what he identify as, and it's a person at the end of the day. This ain't no trans agenda being forced down nobody's throat. You know what I'm saying? This is a motherfucker who identifies. I don't know what he is. He non-binary. What the fuck is he? Something, I don't know. He ain't a straight heterosexual black man. You know what I'm saying? So I know that would be an issue for his pops, but his pops already knew it, and it makes shit a bit different. Let me let Buddy continue talking.
So I kind of felt like it was weird that I wasn't the first stop for him to come see. He went to go see my brother and his kids. And cool, you went to see the brother and the kids, but why are you now giving them all your attention? So I waited all day, y'all. I didn't want to be a bitch. I waited all day to that night. And I tried to have a conversation or something with him, and he was still being kind of dry and trying to go pretty much hang out with his little friends. So I ended up talking to my aunt about the shit, basically saying it was kind of hurting my feelings that I came all this way. Like, I drove hours to come see you. I done called off of work and some more shit, and you just sitting here ignoring me, basically. Like, what the fuck? I could have just stayed at home. Like, I didn't sit here and called off of work. I'm not getting my money. I could have stayed at home. So I ended up pulling him to the side that night to talk to him about it, and honestly, the conversation wasn't. It didn't go anywhere. He basically was acting as though he was listening, which I appreciate, but he didn't really change anything. Like, he kind of understood how I felt like I was being neglected, basically, and he wasn't paying me no attention. But come the next day, he wasn't trying to do nothing. He wasn't trying to talk, have a conversation, none of that.
All right, I get it. And Pops ain't fucking with him because he's LGBTQ. Pops ain't comfortable with it. That's what it is. He ain't really fucking with him. And, you know, that is... It's fucked if what he's saying is true about him going to visit and support his pops the most out of all the fucking children and shit. And, you know, pops pretty much shunning them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I empathize. I can empathize with Buddy, man. It's a fucked up situation, bro. You know what I mean? But it ain't no buts. It's a shitty situation. Dog. Like, you can't control that. You know what I mean? I'm of the mindset you can't control your situation. As long as you ain't forcing that shit down nobody's throat, we straight. We good. That ain't got nothing to do with this. Like, you got a fucking son that is yearning for attention from his father, and the father's pretty much shunning him because he identifies as such and such and such and such. You know what I mean? And, you know, different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? I can't imagine how I would feel being in that situation, dog. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, bro. That's tough, dog. Whew. Thoughts?